Hi everyone. I'm going to talk about online safety in the seminar today. So let's begin. Information and communication technology is an integral part of our daily lives. Whether people have a computer at home, use online banking services, or simply receive electricity bills, the community's reliance on technology is increasing. A safe and secure online environment enhances trust and confidence to contribute to a stable and a productive community. Today, we will be covering the following topics mentioned in the agenda slide. 1. Online scams. 2. Risks. 3. System level protection. 4. Payment protection. 5. Social media security. And in the end, we will have a Q&A session. Cybercrime or computer-oriented crime is a crime that involves a computer and a network. The computer may be used as a commission of the crime or may be a target. From the past few years, cybercrime has caused elderly abuse. And the sad part is that this problem is neglected across the world. I feel that as human beings, it is our duty to care for the weak and the vulnerable among us. Let's look at the alarming statistics. These show the atrocities committed affecting the elderly. First, cybercrime costs 2.9 million per minute in the global economy. 62,085 victims aged 60 and older reported crimes which cost more than $700 million. Over 50,000 victims aged between 50 to 59 years reported losses of 500 million and above. Online scams. Online scams are the most common methods to commit cybercrime. In the following slides, I'll present some common phrases that you need to know while surfing safely in the internet. So, online scams are the medium through which cybercrimes are committed. So, these are the phrases that you should look out for: free bonus, congratulations, you won, trust me, you are lucky, you are chosen, free trial, specially selected. When surfing through the internet, these are some of the catchphrases one should look out for. A common thing that you will notice in the phrases is that you may see a exclamation mark in the end, or the word may signify something attractive. In every possible way, they will tend to manipulate you to click on them. In the following slides, I will run through some examples and pinpoint some examples of online scams. For example, let's consider this advertisement. To a common eye, this looks legitimate. Notice the catchphrase, congratulations. This phrase should caution you. The advertisement says you are selected to take part in a short survey to get $100 coupon. There is also a link to share it on Facebook. Remember that nothing in the world comes for free. If you do that mistake of clicking on the share button, you compromise your details. This is another example of a scam. Apple is in brackets on the top of the message, and the link given eventually induces a virus in your access device. Moreover, SAST, mentioned as a time zone, is neither a time zone in Australia or India or any part of the world. This means this person is trying to trick you. This is an excellent example of Advair. Advair is a malware or a virus through advertisements. The timer on the top creates a sense of urgency, and you feel that you will lose a precious offer if you don't click on the links that are highlighted. Almost 80% individuals click on the links and end up becoming the victims of serious cyber crimes. The tricks I explained are used to trap your subconscious mind. Identity theft. Identity theft is the illegal use of someone's personal information in order to obtain money or credit. Identity theft is unavoidable in today's day and age, and here are many reasons why identity thieves target your personal information. From financial gain to malicious motives, here are some of the most common forms of identity theft and steps you can take to mitigate your risk. Financial identity theft. Financial identity theft is the most common type of identity theft. In 2014, identity thieves stole 16 million from 12.7 million identity fraud victims, according to a survey. In most cases, the identity thief is trying to get a credit card, loan, or simply buy things by claiming to be someone else. This can be extremely damaging to a victim's credit score and can prevent him from getting a loan in future. It is important to check your credit history regularly to ensure it contains accurate information. If you do not recognize creditors or inquiries against your credit file, this could be a sign of identity theft. Second is medical identity theft. Medical identity theft occurs when someone uses another person's identifiable information to fraudulently obtain medical service, prescription drugs, or medical insurance coverage. This type of identity theft can be a costly and complicated crime to resolve. Phenomenal reports that majority of medical identity theft victims paid an average of 13.5 million to resolve the crime. Preventing identity theft. There are some steps to prevent identity theft, and you should keep that in mind while in your day-to-day life. First, check your credit card and bank details monthly for unusual changes. If you see any abnormality in your bank statements, contact your bank immediately. Scrutinize closely through each email received. Don't ignore the precautions needed to be taken. Be sure to shred bank and credit card statements before throwing them in the trash. So when you get a bank statement, ensure that the expiry date has gone and then shred the document. And it is important to shred the document because the credit card statements contain your personal details which can be misused. Talk to your bank about using passwords and photo identification on credit cards and bank accounts. Avoid opening attachments, clicking on links, or responding to email messages from unknown senders or companies that ask for your personal information. When making donations, check that the organization is legitimate. Another form of cybercrime, online fraud and phishing. Fraud. What is fraud? Fraud is providing incorrect information or hiding information in order to trick victims out of property inheritance or money. Phishing. Phishing scam a scam which is done through an email when the user is duped into revealing something personal or confidential information. Preventing phishing. Do not open attachments, click links, or respond to email messages from unknown senders or companies. Do not access your personal and bank accounts through public computers or kiosks. I would also recommend not to use open Wi-Fi's. Most organizations, banks, universities, companies, etc., don't ask for your personal information over email. Be aware of requests to update or confirm your personal information. Activate your spam or junk folder. Protecting your passwords. Every device nowadays has a password protection. From your emails to your WhatsApp to every app that you use is password protected. So the key to your personal information is a password. So it's really necessary to protect your own passwords. Here are some steps to manage and secure passwords. First is enabling two-factor authentication. Second is making sure you change your passwords often and avoid using the same password for multiple accounts. The password shouldn't include your name, birth date, names of loved ones, their birth dates, house number, phone number, etc., and not even your dog name. Use strong passwords with 8 letters or more than, and also use a combination of numbers, letters, and symbols. Give bogus answers to security questions. When their security questions are there, don't give the right answers. There is also a trending item nowadays that is a passphrase. Passphrase is a combination of passwords. It is not a single word, it's a sentence. Fake emails and websites. This is also part of cybercrime. This is an example of a fake email. Let's scrutinize through it and let's understand the factors that you should look out when you receive such an email. This email looks to be really legitimate. It looks from Amazon, which is a legitimate company. The next slide will show you the factors that you should look out for when you see such an email. Checking the authenticity of an email. First of all, check the greeting and the text of the message. The greeting addresses me as consumer rather than giving me my actual name or username. There's a misplaced comma in the greeting. Hover over or reveal the sender's address. You'll see this is not from Amazon support. The address in the from field can be spoofed or faked to appear as a true account or person. When you hover or reveal the link behind your account, you will get a URL at xxx.li, which tells us this link is to a website in Liechtenstein. And I doubt that Amazon has a server of my account in Liechtenstein. What do you think? Is this a legitimate site? Is this an authentic site? Let's talk about this. This site seems to be of Facebook, which is a huge company. So it says secure. It has a tiny symbol, which is a lock symbol. And it also contains the word HTTPS, and that S signifies secure. Whenever you go to a site and if you see a lock button, it means that the site is secure and your computer approves that the site is secure. This is another example of a website. You will notice that I talked about HTTPS in the previous slide, but in this slide, it is written HTTP and then semicolon. This is the difference. There's no S in the HTTP here. It means that the site is not secure. And though it looks like it's of Twitter, it is not. Here's a quiz for you. This message indicates that Internet Explorer has restricted this web page from running scripts. This means that the Internet Explorer has restricted your computer from allowing content. Will you click on the allow blocked content? Exactly. Do not select this option. It's dangerous. It means that the Internet Explorer is securing your computer from actually accessing the blocked content. So you should never click on that button. Social media security. No evil eyes on you. Older adults are flocking to social media. Sites like Facebook are great for keeping up with friends and family, and research also shows that seniors who spend time online experience improved brain function and lowers the risk of developing depression and dementia. However, social media also presents some extra risks for older people, so it's important for seniors to get savvy about internet dangers and social media dangers and focus on fraud protection. Social media, a subset of cybercrime. I said that social media is a subset of cybercrime. A, because social media is accessible by all. It means by good people as well as bad people. So let's look at some statistics. Among 22,200 victims of cybercrime, including 133,000 were found on social media. Annual earnings of nearly 3.25 billion from cyber criminals operating on popular social platforms. The anonymity, low cost, and ease of operating on social platforms has made social media an increasingly attractive place to do cyber business. Stats from a 2019 report says that 500 fraud-dedicated cybercrime groups around the world had approximately investigated 2,200 people in a month. It means that they target social media. Their main motive to target people becomes social media, and they use social media as a platform for that. What do you not need to know about social media crime? So the cyber crimes to social media are follows. One is online threat, stalking, cyberbullying, hacking, fraud, buying illegal things, vacation robberies, posting videos of criminal activity. Online threats, stalking, and cyberbullying. The most commonly reported and seen crimes that occur on social media involve people making threats, bullying, harassing, and stalking others online. While much of this type of activity goes unpunished or isn't taken seriously, victims of these crimes frequently don't know when they can call the police. If you feel threatened by a statement made online to you or believe that it's a direct threat, then you should consider calling the police. Second is hacking and fraud. Although logging into a friend's social account to post an embarrassing status may be forgivable between friends, it's technically a serious crime. Additionally, creating fake accounts or impersonating accounts to trick people as opposed to just remaining anonymous can also be punished as fraud depending on the actions the fake impersonation account holder takes. Buying illegal things. Connecting over social media to make business connections or make legal goods or services may be perfect legitimate. However, connecting over social media to buy drugs or other related controlled or banned products is probably illegal. Posting videos of criminal activity. Nowadays, there is a trend among criminals just to post criminal activity online. Those are also called script kiddies, in which they post it online just to get famous, just to get attention. They are attention seekers. As smartphones and social media technology continue to improve hand in hand, more and more criminals are posting videos online on social media. While this sounds much more horrifying, this really is just short-sighted as more and more police departments and prosecutors are able to rely on these videos to arrest and convict these criminals. Fifth is vacational robberies. Sadly, one common practice among burglars is to use social media to discover when a potential victim is on vacation. If your vacation status updates are publicly viewable rather than restricted to friends and groups, then potential burglars can easily see when you are going to be away for an extended period of time. What compounds cybercrime is the fact that more and more older adults are spending time in cyberspace. Data shows that older adults across the world are going online in record numbers, with many older adults opening social media accounts. The first step to safety is education. The next step is reporting these crimes when they occur, so that the law enforcement can address the matter. Last but not the least, as with any form of abuse or exploitation, there is usually more than just one negative outcome. Aside from financial loss caused by cyber crimes, Victims of cybercrimes can experience psychological distress and fear of using technology as a result. With the increase in internet atrocities, the conscious efforts by the government are minimal. Hence, I feel it's my responsibility as a young citizen to educate the sector of the population that build the foundation of the current world, and those who continue to educate us through their experiences and their morals. Thank you for attending this session.